In this video, I will be showing you guys how I survived 2,000 days in Minecraft Hardcore. This video will start at day 0, but don't worry, if you already watched my surviving 1,000 days in Minecraft Hardcore video, just skip to this time here. I'm starting from the beginning, so any new viewers can see the journey from the very first day. Enjoy. Okay. Spawn right in front of a village. That's what I'm talking about. Right in front of a village and next to an ocean. Let's go see what this village has to offer. Some bread, some apples, I'll take it. I'll also take a bed. I'm gonna leave the iron golem. I don't want to take that guy out because I want this village to be thriving and not overrun by mobs. Okay, well it doesn't look like there was a blacksmith, which is not the best. Also, I didn't see any hay bales, which I was hoping for. Just taking a quick look around. Spawn, okay. Looks like that was the only village super close by. Okay, let's get a little bit of wood. Let's make a boat. See if we can't find some shipwrecks out here. Oh wow, we got like a dark oak forest here. Maybe there's a woodland mansion close. Ooh, here's a shipwreck. Thank you, dolphins. What do we got? Buried treasure map and some paper. Oh, hello, dolphin. And some emeralds and lapis and not a whole lot of iron. That's unfortunate. I was hoping for a little bit more iron, but that's fine. Let's head to this buried treasure. We need to go east, which is this way. Okay, it should be right below us. They changed F3 a little bit, and I'm not entirely sure anymore on how to find the buried treasure using F3 anymore. Alright, we need to sleep, so let's go ahead and do that. I think it's hilarious how you can just sleep underwater like this. Okay, it took a little bit of digging, but I found the buried treasure here. A little bit of TNT, some diamonds, some gold, some emeralds. So with this, we can make a bucket. We can make a shield. All right, we can make a flint and steel. I would like to find one more shipwreck for some more iron, and then I think we can move forward. Here we go, 13 iron, more emeralds. Ironically, we haven't mined stone yet, but we have diamonds and we can make some iron armor and an iron pickaxe, which is hilarious, I think. Let's go get some stone and some coal, and we can start mining down. We have to be very cautious because hardcore actually is pretty dangerous, especially at the beginning. The beginning is the most dangerous part when you have no armor or very bad armor, and pretty much every mob can kill you in 2 or 3 hits. Well, we haven't ran into a cave yet, which I'm pretty surprised about. Oh my goodness, I think we just ran into a cave. That was so incredibly not staged, even though it might have looked like it. Yeah, I kind of just want to get down to Y negative as low as you can go. Get down to bedrock. We're negative 50 right now. It wasn't much of a cave anyways. Okay, we hit bedrock. I wasn't really planning on strip mining. I was just gonna mine until I found a cave and then explore it, but I guess we'll strip mine around bedrock for a while. I mean, we could really use some diamonds, so. Plus, it's day 1. We had day 0 and then day 1. It's probably nighttime of day 1 right now. Maybe we'll run into a cave. I heard lava to my left. I'm gonna try to find it. Oh, look, we found diamonds. Nice. Okay, not much here. We can just keep moving. We found another diamond. That's good. That actually means we can now make a diamond pickaxe, which in turn means we can collect some obsidian. Anyway, so the reason I got 14 obsidian was 1, so we could make a nether portal. And 2, hold on, I need to grab something from this cow. Oh look, there was one way closer. Because now if we make a book, we can now craft an enchanting table, which should be useful. In fact, if we take out all of these cows, we might be able to make some bookshelves to go along with it. We have enough gold to make boots for ourselves. I just want to go take a quick peek in the nether and see what's up. Oh wow. We're in a red forest biome. We actually can probably get a good amount of leather from these guys. Oh my, look at all those piglins. Oh, there's like a whole war going on right now. Oh my goodness. See how much damage these guys do just by one hit? Interesting spawn. I don't necessarily see any fortresses or bastions super close, which might be slightly unfortunate. Alright, how many bookshelves can we make now? Can only make 2 more. And we're gonna go get some more. We're gonna go get some more paper and leather for books because I want to get some decent enchants. Because I'll let you guys in on a little secret. I've tried to restart this season 2 hardcore world several times already and gotten semi-far and then just died immediately because man, you take a lot of damage against mobs in hardcore. So I think it's time to better prepare myself. I'm sorry, cow. Needs to be done. Do horses drop leather? I feel like they do. They do. Sorry, horses. So I'm gonna go plant all this sugar cane. Okay. I'm gonna go plant all this sugar cane so it can be growing. We are going to go make a villager, a mending villager, if we can. Hello, farmer. How would you like a new job? Come up here to this house, will you? So as long as we get this guy to give us mending for anything less than 23 emeralds, then we should be chilling. Because if I remember correctly, you probably still have to buy a trade from him to lock in the trade. Piercing 3. Efficiency 4. It's way too expensive for me though. Mending for 16. Let's go. I will take it, my friend. For your own safety, I'm going to try to keep you in here. Okay. Oh, we're going to need iron to make an anvil, though. How much iron do we currently have? 4. Yeah, we'll need a little bit more than that. Well, there's another village here. Anyway, we should be able to take out this iron golem, at least for a few extra iron. Oh my goodness, he got so close to me there when I was building up. I thought it was over. There might be some exposed iron in all this rock. Holy cow. Yeah, this is definitely worth exploring. Probably just get all the rest of the iron we need just by mining it here like this. There's an ocean monument right there. Do not want to get mining fatigue. Let's steer away from that. Something like that, right? Yep, we now have an anvil. But we still need some more levels of XP. So we are going to go to the nether and do our best to not die. First off, if I see any quartz, I'll be mining that because that gives a pretty good amount. But you also get XP for doing certain achievements, like visiting every biome in the nether. Oh my. Bro's moving. Okay. Sweet. Did that give us XP? I didn't even notice. There's a bastion over there. There's a bastion right there. That's pretty sweet. That's pretty sweet. Do we go in now or do we go in later? Well, I mean, we're right here next to this bastion. It might have some very overpowered loot inside. Let's just take a little peek inside. We are wearing gold, so we really only have to worry about the brutes unless we punch somebody or open a chest. Even if we only have to worry about the brutes, that's enough. That is more than enough. Okay. Okay. See what I mean? Gas, do not shoot me. Bro did like 8 hearts in like a second. Am I wearing any armor? I'm wearing... Dude, they do so much damage. You never really know how many brutes you have to deal with when you're looting a bastion like this. But it's safe to assume just like so many. Block of iron. A little bit of gold. Some arrows. Block of iron. Ancient debris. Golden apple. Ooh, golden carrots. Smithing template. Netherite upgrade. We definitely did not loot this thing fully, but we did loot it good enough for me to say, alright, let's get out of here now. I guess we have to wait for the sugar cane to grow. What day is it? Day 10. Suppose we'll go mining again. Not a whole lot else to do right now. Oh, shoot. Some diamonds right here that we just missed earlier. Unbreaking 3, efficiency 4. Yes, fortune 2, efficiency 4, unbreaking 3. I will take fortune 2. Alright, so first set was here. 1, 2, 3, 4. And from 4 we got 7. We'll get these ones over here. We're up to 12 diamonds. Here we go. Protection 4, thorns 2, unbreaking 3. That is a chest plate right there. So we need to get down to the very bottom. There's obviously brutes guarding this thing. This guy's obviously an immediate threat because he's standing right above where we need to be. He's taken out. I'm going to throw this potion of fire resistance on me. I have that for a couple more minutes. I'm going to pearl down and build up. Yeah, that's the spawner that I need to get rid of immediately. And you need to go. Because these things do so much damage. If you don't know, these things do so much damage. Right now, if I get in trouble, I can just run and jump in the lava. Let's build a little wall there. Okay, I literally just threw my fire resistance potion on these guys. That's not exactly what I was trying to do. Alright, let's watch out from above me. I can't believe I just gave those guys my fire res. Okay, we still have a minute 42. Diamonds, diamond sword, iron blocks, ancient debris, smithing template, unbreaking 3 boots. Oh my goodness, we got some good stuff. Let's grab this gold and get out of here. Alright, we have a minute 14 left of fire resistance. Let's just bridge up and get out of here. No one's on top of this bridge here. Perfect, sweet. We're not out of the woods yet, but we are mostly out of the woods. Netherite ingot and 3 more ancient debris, and I think I have 1 back at base, so that means we can make 2 netherite ingots. Which means we should be able to make some pants. Diamond pants and diamond chest plate and turn those both to netherite. I can't believe I wasted my fire res like that, but it's fine. I'm gonna trade this gold now and we'll get like way more fire resistance potions here. Let's see if we can find a group of piglins. Well, there's a baby. Definitely. Oh shoot. Let's not do that again. Thank goodness I have armor, because if I didn't, this hardcore world would be over, I think. Imagine if that's how this world ended. Oh, I would have been so upset. I could use some pearls and potions of fire resistance from you guys if you're taking suggestions. Oh, leather's actually also good. Dried casts. I feel like these are so common. Dried casts. Both these pieces of armor are pretty good, so we're gonna go ahead and make a netherite chest plate and netherite pants, and we should be starting to get pretty beefy when it comes to the armor side of things. I wonder what kind of enchant we could get on our bow. Oh, a 30 level enchant is infinity on the bow. Guys, I think there's a fortress right there. There's a fortress right there. Let's go get some blaze rods. I should have my shield up. Where's my shield? Yeah, these guys don't do a whole lot of damage, so that's nice. Alright, we have 10 blaze rods. That should be more than enough. So, infinity, power 4, not bad, but we need unbreaking. We can combine the 2 bows for power 5, punch 2, unbreaking 3, and infinity, which is solid. For 13 or for 19. We were able to make some Fletchers to trade sticks for emeralds, so we could have emeralds, which is always good. Alright, I would like to find a pillager outpost if I can. Looks like we're entering one of these. What is this biome called? Right, I think I took that off my F3. What's up, guys? You don't happen to know where a pillager outpost is, do you? Looks like there's another village right in front of us. We don't need a village, we need a pillage. Outpost. I see one just in the distance. Pillager outpost. Let's go. We actually found that relatively soon, thankfully. Why do we need a pillager outpost? Well, because if we take out the guy with the flag, we get bottles of bad omen. That's how we can start raids and get totems of undying. Hello. Where's your leader at? Hello, flag guy. Was this just like another random squad? Why are you guys all the way out here? We got Bad Omen 3! Hopefully we can always just pearl away if things get dicey. But I want some totems. Here we go. It's starting. Gotta take them out while they're crossing the water. Oh my, this bull thing's coming straight towards me. No way you can make that jump. No way you can make that jump. Thought he was about to. He does so much damage. He does so much damage. Where's this last guy at? The iron golem's just staring at this dude. Dude, this guy's like... What? How are the arrows going straight through that guy? Who else is there? This is why these guys are having such trouble. Because of this ravine. Yeah, there's a few other guys stuck down here. Oh, dude, there's... This is the guy that drops totems and spawns Vexes down there. How lucky for us, he dropped, he got stuck in the ravine. I think I lost the raid. I think they killed everyone. I think they killed everyone in the village. No, I lost the raid. I lost the raid. That's fine. We still got totems out of it. That's why the guy had his arms up. We were successful in this raid, as in we got several totems. We now have 4, which is very good. Kind of bad for the village that everybody died. I was unable to protect everyone. But I mean, come on. There was like so many of them. Maybe we make a compass. We can have this compass to this lodestone here and name it base. Guys, I think it's time to go fight the Ender Dragon. I really do. Day 24 and we are off to go fight the Ender Dragon. I wanted totems before I fought the dragon to make sure in case he like flung me up in the air and I didn't land a water bucket clutch or like throw down a pearl or something, that I wouldn't die. Because last time I did this, I made potions of slow falling. And potions of slow falling are just weird. They just make you slow. Which I get is part of it. These villages in the spruce biomes look sick. Oh, wait. Here we go. We are in the stronghold, everyone. And this looks like it's the starter staircase. Nice, we got another ender pearl. Oh my goodness, here it is. Here it is. Wow. And it's a 0 eye. It's a good thing we found that pearl in the chest, because I had 4 eyes break, I think, on my way over here. I feel like I didn't even... Wait, what? Wait, did I not just have 12 pearls? Wait, what? I just went back and rewatched the footage and I had 12 pearls. I had 12 eyes of ender. Something glitched with like this one. What? Now I don't have enough to get in. I have more blaze rods back at my base, but I don't want to go all the way back there. What in the world is that? What is that? All right, I'm gonna go into the nether real quick. See if I can get another blaze rod and ender pearl. 'Cause I don't even... What in the world? That's an absolutely terrifying sound. I think it's a zombie trying to break through a door. I think he just broke through it. That is a terrifying sound. I cannot believe what just happened. All right, let's not die. Wait, where's my... fire res potion? Okay. Oh, okay, I know exactly where we are. Sweet. I can just walk back to my base and go get the blaze rod. We have looting 3 on our sword, so getting a ender pearl should not be too much of a hassle. Let's just do this. It's easier than getting them in a boat. Okay. An ender pearl. Not gonna lie, I would like more than 1. There's so many of those guys. Did he just go through my portal? Yep. So many of them came through the portal. Oh my goodness. I need to build like a little barrier or something. Okay, I will need another blaze rod. And then we can go back through. Okay, and then here is the portal to the stronghold. Really not that far away from the other portal. We gotta lock back in here. Dying here is not an option. Alright, let's do this. I just started burning to death. Taking a while to load there, huh? If I have the time, I always like to make a little safety platform from Enderman in case things go south. Alright. Let's get up here. Okay. This fire breath is no joke. Perch, perch, perch. Alright, he's pretty low. Alright, he is low. This dragon is low. He's going to perch again. Boom, we got him. Free the end. It is day 25 and we have beat the Ender Dragon. That's what I'm talking about. And just like in the last world, it got me to XP level 67, and I know that because so many people were spamming 6-7. And yeah, we are going to go try to loot some end cities now. I would like a few more pearls. If someone said, I'll give you $1,000 to speed bridge right now, I don't think I would do it. We're just gonna ender pearl over there. Let's make sure our render distance is nice and high so we don't miss an end city close by. Oh my goodness, do my eyes deceive me? Or is that an end city? And it has a boat. Oh my. So we do have to be careful with this end city. I know I've been saying this a lot, but end cities also are very dangerous. We are in. We are in. Let's go. Our wings. Let's see, dude. An ender chest? We can put the stuff that we... Bro. We can put the stuff that we have that we want, but we don't want right now. But it doesn't matter if we can get access to them later because I don't have an ender chest. So I'm back here at the base and I ended up looting another end city, but looting end cities all kind of look the same, so I don't feel the need to put that in the video. We came back here, we enchanted a bunch of armor and stuff with all the levels we got from the dragon. And I also made a villager that sells me Unbreaking 2 books. I wanted Unbreaking 3, but I couldn't get it and I was getting impatient. So I settled for Unbreaking 2 and then I just combined them to make Unbreaking 3. So now we have Elytra with Mending and Unbreaking 3. It's super nice. Anyway, enough yapping from me. On to the next thing, which is probably going to be more yapping, but it is what it is. Okay, so I want to make a creeper farm. So we have lots of rockets for our Elytra. Okay, the reach on that baby zombie is insane. So what we are going to need to build this creeper farm is a lot of blocks. Yeah, mainly what we'll need is a lot of blocks. So I'm just gonna mine a lot of cobbled deep slate. I think that'd look pretty nice. And at the same time, while we're mining down here, we can just be looking for diamonds and stuff. Okay, there's probably a better way to do this. I'm trying to get this zombie villager back to my base, and I was just going to have him follow me through the village, but I feel like the iron golems there are going to completely destroy him. So I decided to just boat him along this lake. But the thing is, he obviously punches me while we're doing it, so I got to get out and heal up every so often. And I had to take my chest plate off because it has thorns, otherwise I wouldn't have to take so much damage doing this. If I had a lead, I could just get the boat with a lead, and that'd probably be pretty useful. So I want the creeper farm to be close to my base, close to spawn. But you're also supposed to build it on top of an ocean, because there's less mobs spawning in the ocean than in just caves underground on land. This probably will be a mistake, but I'm actually going to build the creeper farm like right here. On land. I don't think there are any super large caves right underneath me. I haven't really checked that well, but I mean, I haven't ran into any big caves in the mining tunnel. And I would like the farm to be a little bit closer to me. So we're going to try to build it here, and it really may not work, but we're gonna give it a shot. Let's see how this goes. Is it just me, or do these dark oak trapdoors look like chocolate bars? Like... Tell me that's not a chocolate bar. Okay, sweet, yeah, so creepers are already coming down, which is good. So hopefully this will just be kind of running like the whole time when I'm just even doing stuff at my base. That's why I wanted to build it so close. Also that it'd just be convenient, but just having it going the whole time that way, just whenever I want to come over and get some gunpowder, I can. I want to heal this guy, and in fact, I think I might turn the two villagers in there into zombie villagers and heal them as well. So we need splash potions of weakness, which means we need fermented spider eye. So I need brown mushrooms and sugar and a brewing stand. We gotta go to the nether. Oh, and you know what? Let me go back real quick. We have 2 lodestones, correct? Yeah, we have another one. So let's make another compass. I like doing this. It makes it so much easier when it comes to navigating stuff and finding your base in the overworld and in the nether. So right here, we'll put our lodestone down, track the compass to it. So now we always know how to get back. And we are moving. We are moving. If I remember correctly, the nether fortress, tell me I have my wings on, I do, is this way. So we need a couple things. We need some brown mushrooms here for fermented spider eye. And then we need blaze rods for the brewing stand and blaze powder for the powering of the brewing stand. We have a looting sword now, so that'll definitely make things easier. Let's go find some nether wart. Nether warts. Might as well pick up the soul sand as well so we can plant it ourselves. Ooh, a seedy place because I'm planting netherwort. We'll make some bottles. And I think we throw in a netherwort, make these awkward potions. Now, fermented spider eye. What? Is it just straight to water bottles? Oh, do you not do awkward potions? Yeah, okay, so no awkward potions, just straight to potion of weakness. And I believe you add gunpowder to make them splash potions. And yeah, okay, so we have 3 splash potions of weakness. We're gonna build around this guy here. Okay, and then... Okay, well he left literally immediately. That is what I was trying to avoid. Let's go ahead and let this zombie villager in. Alright, he's out, he's out, he's out. The zombie villager is turning the regular villagers into zombie villagers, and then we will cure them all. I think they're all zombie villagers now. One for you. There's a golden apple. One for you. There's a golden apple. And one for you. There's a golden apple. I don't know where the 4th guy went. Maybe he despawned or died somehow. I'm not exaggerating. There's actually like 10 creepers here. Look at this. Look at this. Look at that. What? What? Who needs a creeper farm when you have just the outside? All of these guys are healed, which is good. They should give me better prices. And they are slightly. We might have to cure them again because those prices aren't all that much cheaper. There was once a time I was able to turn a villager into a zombie villager and cure him so many times that he would give me emeralds for 1 stick. I'm not saying we're going to be able to do that this time, but hopefully we can come close. Okay, this is a simple enough system. We just need to get these villagers in here so we can just drag this guy in here. Now what I need to do is bring zombies into these slots. Okay, you're a zombie. You are a heavily armored zombie. Now you get in the boat. Oh, perfect. You're already in here. Nice. That worked out swell. Okay, can you not hit me? Because that hurts you. Why are you just living in peace with this villager? Is it because I'm here? Yeah, okay. Everybody's turning into zombie villagers. Now we come in, we take out the zombies. What, did you just shoot me and then try to act like you didn't shoot me? Oh no, it was this guy. This guy's got a sword? I don't know if that changes things. I don't trust it. I don't trust the guy with the sword. The guy with the copper armor I trust more. What are you at now? You're still at 26? Guys, I don't know if they're going below 26. They might have changed things in the update. I just looked it up. Apparently, they changed it a couple updates ago where you can only get a discount once when you cure zombie villagers. I did not know that, or else I would not have spent the time I just did curing them. I don't know, I think like 4 times, but whatever. So I want to build an iron farm, because those are always useful. Now I have to build it far enough away from the village by spawn for it to actually work, but I want to build it close enough to where it's rendered in and working the whole time I'm here logged in on the game. So I'm doing it on this island that's like kind of close to spawn, and hopefully it'll be far enough away to work, and close enough to work. We're running out of villagers at the village by my base, so I gotta go get some more from another village. We got the squad. We're bringing them back to our village, our place. I would like to see it work for myself before I confidently walk away and say that it works. Okay. We got an iron golem spawn. We got an iron golem walking in. He's trying to swim. He's trying to swim, but it's not going too hot for him. And then he gets pushed into the lava. Very cool and simple iron farm designed by this guy. Sweet! So we're on our farm grind, I guess, because I want to make a wood farm. I've never made a wood farm before, but apparently you need bamboo, so I need to find a jungle. Hopefully one's not too far away. Hey, we found a jungle. Not super close, but not too far, so that's fine. Let's grab some bamboo. Let's give this thing a shot here. So I think we go here and here. As you can see, TNT is dropping on top of the trees that we are immediately bone mealing and growing. And then everything's being collected and gathered. Pretty sweet, pretty sweet. Yeah, just in that short amount of time we got all of this. So what I'm building is a big storage system. Now I'm trying to think of where exactly I want to put it, because this landscape is actually pretty beautiful, and I've already kind of mucked it up with the farms that I've already built. That one, this one, and that one. Maybe spawn area will be turned into more of like an industrialized look, and we can keep all that stuff over there natural and well, natural. So the storage system probably shouldn't be over there because it'll be pretty big. I'm expecting it to be a large storage system. So I suppose we could put the storage system right there. Okay, I'm not entirely sure what happened here. It looks like a creeper blew up. So we have to take care of this real quick and maybe light up the area so that mobs don't spawn on it as much. Dang creepers, always trying to mess things up, huh? Light levels shouldn't affect iron golem spawning, I don't think. Before we finish this storage system. And this storage system, at least the initial storage system that I'm making, isn't going to be for like every block in the game or everything like that. It's just going to be for the main essentials. We'll have wood, we'll have iron, food, just stuff like that. Just the main components that I know I'll need a lot of. But then we can expand into other stuff that maybe don't need as much extreme storage. So I'm going to go down to the mine and I'm going to make a water bubble elevator up to the top and a drop down zone to the bottom. So it's just way faster and easier to get down to. I believe everything should be pretty much in order for this new way to get up and down from the mines. Let me just drop down here. So that's how you get down, and let me break that. And the water elevator should be working, so this is how you would get up. It is a little bit faster than how we were doing it previously. What I'm actually going to go do now is go collect a bunch of glowstone, because I think glowstone could be a cool block to decorate the storage system with. Potentially. That looks pretty cool. Not terrible. Not terrible. It's nothing like crazy, but it looks pretty cool. But we still have to finish the actual functionality of it and the backside, but not bad. Well, we just had a little bit of a creeper attack. Just the creepers reminding me of how annoying they are. I also didn't have my headphones on, so I didn't hear them coming. Definitely could have been way worse though, so that's nice. So for this storage system, I initially had planned it to be just me manually putting stuff into the top of it. But I'm thinking for several of these farms, I can switch so the collection system for the iron goes into this chest right now. But I believe I could switch it up so the collection system actually goes all the way up into these hoppers here. And this would be one section. So for instance, I'll put in 4 gunpowder, and then the automatic iron farm can just be running the whole time and filling up all of these chests with iron. Let me see. There's the gunpowder right there. And so we can do iron for one section. I'm thinking we can hook up the creeper farm and make a sugarcane farm and put an automatic crafter that makes firework rockets, and then have that automatically fill up a section. And then maybe we can do the wood and a food section. I haven't really mapped it all out yet, but that's kind of the direction I'm thinking for this gigantic skyscraper storage system. But anyway, let's get working on the iron. So we're going to dig underneath where the iron normally gets collected, and then dig a tunnel with a slight decline towards the storage system. Unfortunately, we're kind of in the ocean here, so we have to make walls and drain it out, but we won't have to do this for every farm, just the iron farm, because we built it in the ocean. We then dug a hole right next to the storage system, which we're going to turn into a water elevator to lift the items up to the top of the storage system. And then hopefully from here, we can just place a couple signs and have the water carry the items into the hoppers here. Okay, and break the kelp, and now the bubble elevator should be working. So if hypothetically we were to have, let's say, a water source here, and then water finds its way here, and oh, I don't know, we throw a couple rockets that, yeah, maybe a couple polished deep slate. It seems to find its way. See, I don't like that it might get stuck there. But if it has enough velocity, it shouldn't. Anyway, if we made this thing right, we should be able to just go to the front. And all this is just stair steps for the water to flow down. No more being longer than 8 blocks, because 8 blocks is how far water will flow on flat ground. So this could get interesting. So we take out the chest. Well, maybe we shouldn't have done that yet. Anyway, let's get all those items flowing down, hopefully into the thing while I figure this out. So let's go up here and see if we can see all the iron that we just broke from that chest. Let's see if we can see it come up through here. That'd be pretty cool. Oh my goodness. Oh, wow. Okay. Did you see how high those items flew? It looks like we're gonna have to enclose this a little more. That was insane. They shot up and then flew all the way just down here. Okay, let's go ahead and put all the iron in here. Maybe a little something like that would work. See, what I was thinking is if I take out where the hoppers are, then when the golem floats this way, he won't be tall enough to get burned by the lava. Because he'll sink down a block, is what I'm thinking. So, oh, hey, Golem. Well, I mean, I wonder. I could be wrong, but I guess we could just test it, I suppose. If I took the hoppers... Oh, if I took the hoppers out, would the iron golem still get burned? Oh, look, there was another piece of iron. It might actually just work like this. I thought I was going to have to do some sort of dispenser situation. Redstone dispenser clock. Yep, there's some more iron coming through. Wow, okay, that just might not have even been a problem in the first place. They say the biggest waste of time is solving a problem that never existed in the first place. Yep, he still burns. Now eventually they should make their way up here. Let's make sure they're not getting shot past the hopper system here. There's some iron. Sweet! Doing this to the wood farm should actually be pretty easy as well. If I place a block here, okay, temporarily cut off the water flow. I'm going to get rid of these two hoppers and this trapdoor, which I should be doing with an axe. And instead we just do that so the water flows all the way here. We take back out this block. Okay, we just brought the turn one block closer, so the water should be able to reach around now. Sweet. Anyway, that should be enough for a test. Let's go see if we're collecting wood over here. We should be. Cool. Okay. Very cool. I'm building a sugarcane farm so we can make paper. That way we can combine the gunpowder and the paper to make firework rockets whenever we need to. There's a certain type of redstone clock I want to make for this sugarcane farm. It's probably not the best one or the most efficient or whatever, but it's one that I think will work. But in order for me to do it, I need sticky pistons, which means I need slime. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna look around for a swamp. Once you have one slime block, you can make a potion of oozing and then throw that on a bunch of mobs at the same time and kill them, and then you can get like a ton of slime. I think we'll need a bit bigger of a swamp area than this. Hey, finally I think we found a bigger swamp biome out here. Okay, well it's still not very large, but we're gonna sit here and wait until nighttime and see. I think I saw something that said they spawn more in full moons, whenever that happens. Where the slimes at? Do you know where the slimes are? Do you know where the slimes are? Do you know where the slimes are? You certainly know where the armory is. Bro's got an enchanted sword. Oh, I see one. I see one. Looting. Wait. Looting 3? 9 slime balls. Come on. 9 slime balls. 9 slime balls. I'm like about to die to this thing. I think we got enough. I think we got enough. Let's go. We got 26. No, so basically I gathered a bunch of zombie pigmen because the splash potion of oozing works best when you have... Don't do it. The splash potion of oozing works best when you have more mobs to hit with it. Oh no, was that a ghast? Anyway, so the more mobs you can hit with the splash potion of oozing, the more slimes will spawn and the more slime you'll get. So that's why it's best to get as many mobs as you can. And I think early game, like I am right now, zombie pigmen are probably the easiest mob to get a large amount of quickly. So that's what we're doing. Now why I like this redstone clock is because you should be able to adjust how fast it goes, depending on how many items you put in here. If you put 1, it goes pretty fast. And we don't need it to be going that fast, so we're going to hook it up to this crafter, which is going to be crafting paper, but only as fast as the sugarcane farm grows, which is extremely slow. So let's take this out of here, put in 57 netherrack, and that way it'll take that long for this to activate. Once this stack of blocks runs out, this will shift, activate a redstone signal to the crafter to try to craft paper if there's sugarcane in there. Once this activates, it should shoot paper out into the hoppers any second now. Just wait for it. Yeah, okay, and then the paper gets collected into the chest. Probably what I'll end up doing is taking out this chest and these hoppers, and just having the crafter shoot the paper into a water stream like everything else. So this paper system should be pretty much done. Let me make sure the water flow is correct. Going all the way down here and makes a left turn. Okay, thank you. And goes here, and we should be getting paper now. I decided to do paper and rock, or I decided to do paper and gunpowder separately. So this is just going to be the paper section, and this will be the gunpowder, and then I can manually put them together because I was having trouble with the whole crafter system of putting them together. You can put them together, it's not that difficult, but the problem comes along when you are inputting materials into the crafter and maybe you run out of gunpowder, and so paper fills into all the slots instead of one paper and one gunpowder, or vice versa. We are modifying the creeper farm so that gunpowder goes straight into the storage system as well, just like all the other farms we're doing. Okay, this system is similar to the sugarcane system, and I believe it should be working. It seems to be working. That is what I'm talking about. Let's go. Now we have 3 slots left. I want one of them to be for food. I'm thinking I want one of them to be for stone, and I'm not sure for the last one what I would like it to be. I dug out this hole over here where I'm gonna try to make a cow farm, like a steak farm. Golden carrots are a better food source than steaks, but steaks are pretty close, and a steak farm sounds just like it'd be so much easier than making a golden carrot farm. And so I put it over here because I don't want it to be too close to my base where I'm just hearing cows the whole time, but I still want it to be semi-convenient to make the pathway to the storage system. So I think this should be a good spot. We need lots of cows for this steak farm, which is expected, but sometimes it takes a while for them to grow. So while we're waiting on doing that, we're actually going to build a bone meal farm so that we don't run out of bone meal for our wood farm. Lots of farming going on, lots of farms. To build this bone meal farm, we need moss blocks. And so to get moss blocks, I think you need to find a lush cave biome, which shouldn't be too terribly hard. To find a lush cave biome, all you need to do is look for an azalea tree on the surface and then dig down. Azalea trees should be pretty easy to spot. There's gotta be one around here somewhere. There's a pillager outpost here. So that's, oh, I think this is one here. Let's go, we found an azalea tree. So all we should need to do is dig down next to it. I don't see lush cave biome yet, but I do see glow squid. Alright, let's continue digging down. And here we are, a lush cave biome. Very cool. Very cool. Let's grab some moss blocks. I suppose while we're at it, we can grab some glowberries as well, in case we ever need some, and we can get out of here and continue work on the bone meal farm and the steak farm. Okay, yeah, well, let's remember to pay attention when we go through our nether portal, because there's always someone waiting there to end us. That's for sure. We did get to use a totem, so I guess that's an achievement. Wow, that's so interesting how it does that. The pistons push stone over the system, and then the dispenser underneath bone meals the moss block, which then turns everything into moss blocks, and then these trapdoors release and let water flow across. It's so cool. People are very smart. We're just gonna have a line of hoppers that they go from here over there. See, if I put one cobblestone in here, just to double check, it should end up in this chest. And it did. Okay, so if the bone meal goes in this chest, I'm gonna use my diamond axe as a trial, a test, So now the diamond axe gets dropped down into this dropper. We have it hooked up to a slow redstone clock. It takes about a stack of cobblestone to pass through and through. Once that happens, this redstone will activate. The dropper shot the axe out into the water elevator, which should have shot it down into all these hoppers, which should transfer it into this chest. Boom, there it is. I'm gonna let these guys out. You guys come with me. We need to get the cows in this hole. Okay, well that actually worked. Wrong way. Wrong way. Okay, well, I guess that guy just gets to live because he outsmarted the system. Okay, I feel like that's enough cows. We may not have reached 24, but we're pretty close probably. I believe 24 is when entity cramming starts happening. The functionality part of this cow farm, the functionality part of this steak farm should now be done. Let us see if it works. So to actually run it, you need wheat to feed the cows, which is why I planted this wheat field next to the cow farm. Now maybe you're wondering, oh, why don't you make an automatic wheat farm? I mean, I could. Maybe I will, but I've just been making so many farms lately, and this is like a farm for a farm. I feel like things are getting out of hand. Supposedly how this works is we click this button, the cows get pushed up, we feed the wheat to them, put them back down, and then baby cows fall into these chambers. And when they grow up, then we click this button and then they get put in lava and die. They die. Everything should be set up, I believe, for the food section of this. Let's see if this works. Click that button. Oh, look, it didn't even hurt the babies, which is good. Now there's nothing in the chest, but is that because everything already got dropped out of it? Oh, did it just shoot? The dropper might have just shot out a steak. Yeah, okay, so now we have steak and leather. There it goes. A steak should appear in this chest in approximately 10 seconds. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. There it is. 2 sections left. I want one of these to be stone, and one of them I have not decided on yet. I'm tempted to leave it blank and let you guys throw out suggestions in the comments. What would be the most useful block or item? Let's try to do something doable. You know, I'm not gonna do like netherite blocks, but maybe emeralds or something like that. Okay, okay, so I think we put together this cobblestone farm, although it's on fire, but I don't think that will do anything. I hope. I'm also nervous because I'm building it so close to this thing that, like, if something goes wrong and just a bunch of TNT explodes, that it'll kind of ruin this, but let's hope that doesn't happen. Okay, this fire went out. It's probably fine. Let's see if this works. Let's see if we're actually collecting cobblestone. We should be. Oh yeah, no, we're collecting lots of cobblestone. So unfortunately, when you explode stone with TNT, you get cobblestone. I don't really want cobblestone because I don't think it looks that good. I'm gonna feed the cobblestone into a smelter to resmelt it back into stone, and then we'll feed it into this what is this thing? The resource tower. And I think you can make an infinite carpet generator to constantly feed the furnaces so they don't run out of, like, normally you'd use coal. I think you can use carpet and make like an infinite carpet generator. All right, so it should be connected. This chest is getting drained into these separate hopper paths, which are being transferred not into these furnaces. So that's interesting. Now it should be working. Sweet. All right, same dispensing systems as the others, and everything seems to be functional. Let's go. Guys, I'm down here in the mine, and look what just spawned here. We have a slime chunk here in our mine. Very conveniently placed. That's awesome. All right, we have dug out this area underground in the mine, and we have the schematic up for a very large deep slate breaking machine. Now we just need to go collect the materials for it, and then we can build it, and then collect lots of deep slate. I want to build another base around the portal because it's so bad right now. I get attacked pretty much every time. Every single time I go into the nether, there's just a bunch of dudes with swords there that try to chop my head off. Okay, so good news is we have most of this built. Bad news is it is not all built. The parts that we are missing is at least 3 netherite per like section. Ideally there's 6. Or not netherite, but ancient debris. I think there's 16 sections. 1, 2, 3, 16. Yeah, so there's 16 sections. So ideally we get 96 pieces of ancient debris. We at least have to get 48 pieces of ancient debris. You could say we have a lot of work to do. I have brought with me a couple tools to do this. First we have to find a spot to actually mine down. Ideally you want to start the mine somewhere that's already on the ground. I should grab more torches. So when mining for ancient debris in the nether, I think it's best to go down to Y level 15. We're on Y level 15 right here. And so normally what you can do is just mine around like this with a pickaxe and you'll find some. But you will run out of durability on your pickaxe pretty fast. As you can see, I got some TNT with me here. And I'm gonna just explode. Oh, look, we already found. Look, we just found some. I'm gonna explode a big tunnel to open things up a bit and hopefully reveal a good amount of ancient debris. We'll light that TNT. Okay, that's a lot of lava. Let's have our potion of fire resistance handy and hope we revealed some ancient debris here. Alright, we got to 46, which is not quite there. I don't know why I was thinking it was. We need to get to 48, right? We now have exactly the minimum amount of ancient debris that we need. For light purposes, I'm going to go 3 shroom lights, and then for not exploding purposes, 3 ancient debris, and it looks like I'm going to have to move this forward at least 1 block. You need the ancient debris on the end here like this because it's going to shoot TNT out here and the ancient debris doesn't explode, as proven when I was using TNT to find it in the first place. And the lights, the shroom lights, are just for the purpose of being able to see, because once you get pretty far into the wall there, I mean, it's just like being underground without torches. It can get pretty dark. The thing is, sometimes the shroom lights do explode, and that's why if you can get more ancient debris, if you can do all 6 ancient debris instead of 3 and 3, you also don't have to worry about the shroom lights breaking. Because if the shroom lights break and you don't see and then you try to run the machine again, then you will likely mess up the machine and have to go back and rebuild it or fix it. So when it's like this, I have to go back and check every time after I shoot a TNT that everything's all in order. We still have 3 shroom lights and that the ancient debris is still aligned. Let's actually try this thing out. If we click this, wow. Okay, so first let's walk through and see what I mean about the shroom lights exploding. It's not that uncommon. The good news is that it looks like the machine worked and every single piece moved forward. Now, as a test, let's drop out all our deep slate here, and we can walk through and see how much cobbled deep slate we can collect. Okay, so by doing that, we got a decent amount of cobbled deep slate, and we are gonna need a lot of cobbled deep slate. But now we have another problem. Where do we put all the cobbled deep slate? We're gonna go get some more shulker boxes. It's time to make a little trip to the end here. Alright, I've decided only after a few turns that too many of these shroom lanterns, these shroom lights are blowing up, and it's just kind of annoying replacing them all. So we are gonna try to get 48 more ancient debris. Finally, I found so many one veins. This took forever, but we finally got 48 more ancient debris. My goodness, let's get out of here. So we are going to modify these, which should speed up the process quite a bit. See, like this is kind of unfortunate. We ran into a bit of a, hopefully it's not a big lava pool. Hopefully it's not even a lava pool. Okay, it's a lava pool. I thought maybe it was like 1 or 2 source blocks, but it's a lava pool. So we're gonna have to fill this guy in, because we cannot run the machine straight through a lava pool like this. Okay, everyone, I think we have finally done it. I am fairly certain that we have collected enough deep slate to fill all of these shulker boxes. As you can see, we took out a pretty good chunk of this mountain. Here is the machine, still going strong. We did have to take out a few lava pools the size of just like nether lava pools. It was crazy, but things are going pretty well so far, and maybe we can use this space down here to do something with. Okay, so right now I'm in creative mode, obviously, because I'm flying around and stuff, and I'm gonna use Axiom mod to help me with the design for this nether base. No, I don't want to go full design mode like I have in other videos, but what I am going to use it for is, so let's make it quite, okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to flatten this thing out. We're going to click the hollow button. So really I just want the circle. I just want a circle. Alright, so for now I'm just thinking something like this. I know it's not looking like crazy good yet or anything, and if we need to come back to Axiom to help with the designs, we will, but I really just wanted to get the circle shape down, because building circles without a guide is incredibly difficult. Right below our other nether portal, we're going to build this portal design and then put a bunch of walls, well, not a bunch, but big walls around it, and I think it should look kind of cool. There are so many zombie pigmen out here, but this thing's looking pretty sweet. It reminds me of a bastion. Okay guys, so first off, what I want to do is oh, that's no good for that guy. You know what, I think you might enjoy a little hot tubbing down there as well. Appreciate it. Okay, I'm gonna replace this bridge with obsidian. That way If for some reason I come into the nether and something explodes, maybe a creeper walked through the portal or a ghast shoots a fireball at me, hopefully I won't just immediately fall into the lava. So if we put black carpet down, one, I don't think it will catch on fire, so that's a good thing. And two, it should stop mobs from spawning on the paths. I do want to get some lanterns to put on the walls here. And there's a bit of this red forest biome sticking out through the wall that I want to clear out. I'll be mining it and using TNT and stuff. Alright, I think that was the last piece. My goodness, that took a while to clear out. The TNT helped a lot. It helped a lot. But now we finally just have this right now. So it's looking pretty cool. The only problem I run into is sometimes when I come into the nether, I'll spawn like right here outside of the bridge. And then it's like kind of, whoa. Just for a little extra safety precaution. For those of you who are worried about ghasts spawning in here, I don't think we have to be too concerned about it because ghasts don't really spawn in the these like forest biomes, the blue or red forest biomes, as to the best of my knowledge. They do spawn in Soul Sand Valley biomes and just kind of like nether wastes and stuff. So I have seen a few spawn over here, but the whole time I was building this thing, I never once saw a ghast spawn inside of here. I don't think we'll have to worry about it. So I have an idea for the end portal. Let's travel over to the end portal. Honestly, this just looks so cool. Like, it's not too complicated or anything, but I love the way this looks so much better than how it was before. If you don't have a Elytra though, it definitely could be a problem. The end portal room could use some work, just like the nether. And I have brought a little bit of TNT to help with the renovations. Let's just say we're gonna make a pretty big room. So before I blow up this whole room with TNT, I am going to cover this portal with obsidian, because if anyone has ever watched any of Dream's Manhunts, which I'm sure we all have, it seems like exploding TNT can travel dimensions through the end portal. So if I accidentally send a bunch of lit TNT through the portal and then I go through it anytime after and load it all in, I feel like I'd probably just explode. So obviously we're going to try to avoid that. Okay, I think we used up all of it. We're gonna go all the way over here. And all the way up here. And there should have been a pretty big kaboom. Okay. Okay. I think it's a good start. Time to have this creeper farm put in some more work for me. Okay, we are gonna go back to the end portal because we didn't make a big enough explosion the first time, and we are going to try to make a bigger one. Alright, all the TNT has been placed. It looks like a pretty decent amount. I think it should make a pretty big kaboom. Let's find out. I'm gonna shoot one. and back up quite a bit. How are we looking? Okay. Okay. I'm liking it. I'm liking it. This is a pretty big room. I think we can work with this. Alright, let's make this nether portal. We'll light it up. See where it takes us. Okay, linked up to the same portal, which is good. So if we go back now. Boom. Back here. Sweet. I just want to check real quick that the obsidian worked, and if I go through this portal into the end, I'm not gonna have TNT just blowing up on me, but we'll see. Oh look, we didn't. Okay, sweet. Just like the nether portal, we're gonna do a simple bridge design, but I think it'll still look pretty good. We have built a little wooden bridge. It's very simple, but it looks pretty sick to just walk in here, spawn in, and be like, boom. All right. There's one bridge. There's only one way to go, and that's to the portal to the end. Don't fall off. Bunch of mobs down there, and it's a high fall. You will likely not make it. We've collected a bunch of glowstone and deep slate, so now we're going to cover these farms that I've put all around spawn. So we have the bone meal farm covered, the wood farm covered, the gunpowder farm covered. The sugarcane farm is right here and should be fine, just like this. The iron farm is all the way over here. I don't think it needs to be covered up. Now for the rest of the construction of this city, because I guess we're just doing like skyscrapers now. I want a sea lantern farm. To make a sea lantern farm, you need an ocean monument, so that's what we're looking for right now. Okay, so we did find an ocean monument right here. It's not too far away. Let's go kill all the guardians in this ocean monument. There's always one in this top section, and then in the other two thirds. If you split it into thirds, they're in each of the thirds. And we actually haven't gotten mining fatigue yet. Never mind, we just got it. Once you break the, they have to laser you and hold that laser on for a few seconds to do any damage to you. So if you just keep circling around one block, oh my goodness, one block pillars like this and break that line of sight they have to you, then you can avoid a lot of the damage that comes your way. We found the sponge rooms. Okay, now let's go back and collect the stuff to build this sea lantern farm. Alright, so we have our compass sea lantern farm. We're going to lock into this lodestone here. This is our AFK spot above the farm. As you can see, it is functioning, and we should be able to get some good materials for sea lanterns. So we're going to AFK up here for a bit. Okay, so since we've decided to go with the theme of these large glowing buildings, I think what we're going to do is I think we're going to flatten out all of this. Maybe not the mountain, but we'll flatten out all of this and we'll turn this into like, we'll try to do some sort of city. Over here on this part, I don't want to really do like a city. I'd like to keep it more a countryside village type vibe. And then we'll just have the city over here because I mean, with this lake right here, this looks sick. We'll start working on that. We've been AFKing sea lanterns and we still have a bunch of glowstone left over and deep sleep. So let's see how this goes. I have all these extra minecart with TNTs in them that I thought I needed to make for the deep slate TNT machine. Turns out I didn't need to make them for that. So I have these extra and I need to get rid of all this stone here anyways. So I figured maybe I'll just try to use them here to blow up this stone, but I don't really know how to activate them. Oh, can you just shoot it? Wait, okay, well, it's raining right now, which is putting out the flame in my flame arrows. Give me one moment. I think if we drop it from a height, it should work, right? Ow. Yeah, so that exploded like 5 blocks. Okay, so if I line that up and now that it's not raining and shoot it with a fire arrow. Wow, okay. So I want this building to be like a villager trading hall. I'll get villagers with all the good trades and I'm gonna water elevator them up into this section up here, and whenever I want to get a trade, I'll have them each in their own little sections and I'll just come up here and barter with them. So what I'm doing is I'm going around to these little like stands that I set up and I'm just gonna place a bunch of random items as if they were for sale and someone could come buy them if they wanted to. That way it just makes everything pop a little more. Let's go ahead and send you in through here. And he's up. Alright, now we need to get you to an edge. I guess we'll bring you all the way over here. I'll put this lectern right here for you. We'll put a sign. This is our mending guy. We don't want you getting up there. Trust me, you will live a great life. Okay, so he's gonna be right here. I feel like we should... Okay, so just to protect this guy from the outside elements... Oh, I don't think redstone works through sea lantern blocks. Son of a gun. How would this look? Will he escape if I do this? No, he can't. Keep him safe. We have him like this. If you ever need to trade with him, you just go in here and trade with him. And then leave the door shut when he's not there. And that is our mending guy. Let's go get somebody else. So this is our silk touch guy. Food. Let's just check what day it is. Oh, I think it's time we build something just cool. Just straight up cool. The only thing is I don't know what to build. Now, I've been in a dry spell before when it comes to ideas, and that's when I realized I can do the same thing now as I did then. You see, when this happened before, I figured let's just copy the greatest creator there is, God. When I did this before, I researched the world and I came across the Cliffs of Moher motor. I don't exactly know how to say it, but we looked up some pictures and we built it in Minecraft, and I gotta say, I think it looks pretty cool. So I began researching the world, and that's when I came across this national forest in China that goes by the name Zhangjiaji. Again, I don't really know how to say it. It seems like everything cool in this world just seems to have a level of difficulty when it comes to the pronunciation of the title. I'm just gonna call it a mountain range, a mountainous region. That's what we're gonna build. We're gonna build this. Or we're gonna try. So we can't really just freeball these mountains, because I know me and I know that would not turn out looking very good. So instead, I'm gonna design them first in this creative building mod called Axiom, and then once we have the design, we'll go ahead and build it in the hardcore world. I don't use Axiom all that much, like at all, so it's very likely I'm gonna do things inefficiently, but hopefully we can still come out with a final design that'll look pretty cool, but only time will tell. So for these mountain peaks, I think we're just going to do tubes, except we are going to need to make them quite a bit taller. I don't know about you guys, but that seems like a good starting point to me. I think I have most of the outlines for the mountains that I want here. Now we just need to make them look more like mountains and less like red tubes. Axiom has a lot of tools when it comes to making mountains and shaping them into like a natural formation. We're not going to get into them now because, to be honest, I hardly understand them myself, but I'm using said tools to kind of fine-tune all these tubes that I just stuck into the ground. Alright, for the most part, I think we got things looking semi-decent. Now we're going to start actually using blocks that we'll use in the world instead of just red concrete, because, you know, as interesting as red concrete is, I don't think we'll stick with it. Okay, so I know this still looks kind of whack, but I think it's coming along. I really do. So when I put the dirt on all these towers, it looks too much like dirt. That's on me. From the side, from up top, it's green, but from the side, it's brown. So I'm switching these to moss blocks and hoping that will kind of fix the look from the side. And keep in mind, we're still going to add like a ton of trees and greenery and stuff off these mountains, just not in Axiom. We're just going to bone meal the heck out of everything once we get in survival. So this is the simple base design that we're going to be using. The main blocks in these structures are moss blocks, diorite, andesite, stone, grass, and dirt. So we're gonna have to get a lot of each of those blocks before we can actually build, but this is the design we're gonna go off of. It's not super fine-tuned or anything, but it'll work for me. So we need to get a lot of moss blocks, but don't worry, I have a plan. Goodness, this skin looks so goofy around the eyes when I have a helmet on. This is what it looks like without the helmet, and this is what it looks like with the helmet. Oh my goodness. Just ran into a little bit of a snag. I wasn't actually recording the screen I wanted to be recording, but I'll re-explain it to you guys so you know what's going on. So we need over like 200,000 moss blocks, but this machine here makes moss blocks because it's a bone meal farm. If you look, it pushes stone in this stone generator, and then it turns it to moss, and then eventually the water will flush it out, and all the moss blocks go that way. Now, what I was trying to explain earlier is the moss blocks go into hoppers, which used to go into composters down here, but I rerouted them to go into these chests. So we're just gonna get a bunch of moss blocks in these chests and have this thing running while we're doing other stuff in the world. Okay, this should be enough chests. Boy, do I hope, because it is a lot. Look at all these chests, all needing to be filled up with moss blocks. I suppose we should test it out to make sure it's working. All right, let's turn it on. Unfortunately, we are going to get some things that aren't moss blocks going in here. Unless I build a filtration system, it's just going to have to be manually filtered out. I'm not entirely sure if I want to build a filtration system yet, but we should have moss blocks appearing in this bottom chest here pretty soon. And there we go. It would really be smart to build a filtration system. I actually don't think it's that difficult, so I might do that. Okay, now it looks like it's sorting moss blocks. Sweet. Let's throw some seeds in here and make sure it's sorting stuff correctly. Okay, seeds are getting dispensed, which is good. So we should only be getting moss blocks down here. Everything that's not a moss block should be getting incinerated, and everything that is a moss block should be getting stored. Let's get this stone farm smelting again. For those of you who didn't watch the video where I survived 1,000 days in this world already, this is just one of the many farms that I built. I have a stone farm, an iron farm, a wood farm, bone meal farm, and I'm using those in this project. And I think we're gonna have to collect the grass blocks and dirt by hand, unfortunately, because dirt farms are pretty difficult to make. All my gear is pretty low on durability right now, so it might be time to make an XP farm. We need to get our hands on some name tags. It took pretty much all the emeralds I had, but we finally unlocked the name tag trade. Now we should be able to start working on this XP farm. I have decided to build an Enderman XP farm in the end. There may be some better ones with the new updates, I'm not entirely sure, but the Enderman XP farm has always been extremely efficient in my eyes, and as far as I'm concerned, that's all that I need. We need the name tag to name this little guy, who I named George. I'm not entirely sure why, but he needs to stay spawned in. That way all the Endermen come running at him and fall down the slot where I am, and I just collect all their XP. Alright, let's see if this Enderman XP farm works. So if I put my tools in my offhand, we can heal them up pretty quickly. Because I switched around this farm a little bit so that all the moss blocks and such filter out into these chests, it's not actually filtering bone meal back into itself, which it needs in order to function. Bone meal needs to go back into this dispenser here so that it can bone meal the moss blocks and create more. And it was self-sufficient, and now it's not, so we're gonna go grab a bunch of bone meal and start feeding this thing manually for a bit. You get 9 bone meal for every 1 bone block, so if we just grab a couple stacks of bone blocks, we're gonna be set to run that moss block machine for quite a while. This should be enough bone meal for the foreseeable future. I'm back at the XP farm because I need a lot more levels of XP because I'm going to enchant a lot of shovels here. As you can imagine, it's easy to make shovels, so I'm just going to make a bunch of them and then use them till they break and then move on to the next one. We're going to want silk touch and non-silk touch shovels because we want grass blocks and just dirt blocks. Also, we're going to want the shovels to all have efficiency and unbreaking on them. I think I'm gonna move the enchanting setup over to the XP farm, that way they're right next to each other, so I can just spam the XP farm and then enchant something and then spam the XP farm again. Should save me a lot of travel time. Let's go get some dirt. Here's the thing, I don't want to get it from close by because that would look real bad if we just took all the dirt off of our island. So we're gonna go take some dirt from somewhere over here. Okay, here's the thing. I just forgot to grab all of my shulker boxes, so we're going back. I could totally run into a mountain right now, and I wouldn't be able to see it coming because I'm looking at my face. Oh look, we're back. It's really not that many shulker boxes, but you know what, for now, let's just take these. Alright, and we are back out on the lookout for dirt. This will do. We're not leaving this place until it's barren. Maybe we can do a transition just like this. As far as collecting dirt goes, I suppose that wasn't bad, but it's never the most exciting thing in the world. Also, we're gonna need so much more dirt, so yeah. Good news, everyone. I found another good dirt patch. I guess it's not good news for the dirt, but it's good news for me. Did kind of mess up that transition a little bit. I was looking at the wrong tree. Guys, I was just searching for another place to collect dirt, and look what I found. In the midst of this spruce forest, there's just a random hill with a village on it, and a pillager outpost down here. It's just like a random plateau of a different biome, like a random plains biome in this spruce forest. This is sick. Alright, I'd like to introduce everyone to dirt site number 3. Rip to another plains biome. Check it out all the dirt we got. Alright, last one. Dirt site number 4. Here we go. And another terrain destroyed. So hopefully we've gotten all the dirt we need. Now we need lots of diorite and andesite, which are of course in caves. So we're out here looking for caves right now. In fact, there's a ravine right here that could work. I can already see some exposed diorite. We're using TNT to collect diorite and andesite, which may not be the best method, but we have a lot of TNT, and this definitely makes the process more fun. And because we have to get so much of it, we might as well throw some fun into the process of collecting all these blocks. Alright, I have no idea if we've collected enough andesite or diorite, but I'm tired of collecting it, so we're gonna move on to the next item, which is stone. Here we have a cobblestone generator, which just needed a few repairs because it kind of blew itself up in the past. So we're gonna get this thing running again so we can get lots of cobblestone, and then we're gonna smelt that cobblestone into stone. That will in turn, through a system of water elevators, be fed into our storage system where we will collect all the stone and then use it to build the mountains. I'm gonna add some more furnaces to kind of speed up the process here, because right now we only have 2 furnaces going, but if we have like 30 or 20, then that could really help out. Now I'm collecting a bunch of coal to power these furnaces. Ideally we'd have an infinite source, like a carpet duper or something, and I do have a carpet duper for the main 2 furnaces that were already there, but I don't really feel like making more carpet dupers or rerouting the one that's already there. So I'm just gonna collect a bunch of coal for now, and then we'll see how things go after that. Didn't see that one coming, but we are on to our last totem, so it's probably gonna be a good idea to get more totems also. There's something I want to try out. I know in the more recent versions, ender pearls load their own chunks. So if I were to grab some ender pearls and throw one through a nether portal, would I go through it? Oh, yeah. Sweet. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. Holy cow, that was sketchy. The pearl literally just flew straight through the portal into the wall over there. Alright, we have a bunch of coal blocks to load into the furnaces. Each coal block smelts like 80 items, I think, so it'll last for a while. Now that I'm thinking about it, lava buckets would probably be our best option, because they smelt a bunch too, and they're super easy to get. So once the coal blocks run out, we'll probably switch over to lava buckets. But the important part is we actually get going. We get going here, because I want to actually start building the mountains. Bro dropped a trident. Let's go. Do we already have a trident? I don't know if we have a trident already or not. I was fixing up this farm because the zombie here died. So the iron golems, instead of walking down there, they were just walking around here. I saw that trident guy, so I took him out, and he dropped a trident. And good news, the iron golems are walking forward again. I believe I have an ominous bottle somewhere. Here it is. Okay, we're gonna start a raid and get some more totems. We just need to find a village. Here's one. If you've never started a raid before, just drink one of these ominous bottles, wait a few seconds, and then a raid should start. This also gives me a great opportunity to try out this new trident that I just acquired. That was very sketchy. That was extremely sketchy. But we are still alive. I thought we might not be for a second. I kind of got a little ambitious, trying to take out that dude. Yay, raid's over. We won. We got a few totems. Unfortunately, we did waste one, but it looks like we got like 4 or 5 new ones, so it's worth it. Back to our regularly scheduled programming of getting materials. Just kidding, you know, we can skip to the part where we actually start building the mountains. I just want to let you guys know that in the meantime, I just spent a ton of time gathering stone and diorite and andesite and all of these blocks that we just needed so many of. It took forever, guys. It took absolutely forever, as I'm sure you know, because I haven't posted a hardcore video since the 1st of January, and we're in the latter part of February right now. So, you know, if you're considering taking on a project like this, just know that it might take a while. Also, that spider is going crazy. Anyways, look at this trident right now. So what I did is I threw it, and then I filled up all my inventory slots, and then so when it tries to come back to me, it can't go in my inventory, but it still has a loyalty on it. So now it's just like floating around me. That's kind of crazy. Do we have all the materials we need? I would put so much money that we don't, but we're still gonna start. I want to make it close by to a home base spawn for a couple reasons. 1, so I don't have to move the materials that far, and 2, because it'll just be cool to be next to the home base. So I think we're gonna aim for just over here. Wow, those things are tall. Okay, wait, hold on. I want to make sure that we don't put them above build limit. So let's grab some blocks. Let's build a visual representation of build height. Oh, okay. So we don't place these mountains too high. Okay, here it is. Height limit for building, 319 blocks. We are way up here. Holy cow. My goodness. As long as we don't go Above that, we're chilling. I'm not entirely sure which way is the front. As in, I don't know if this needs to be rotated or not. I think that's the front. I mean, relatively to where I made it. If I fly, is my PC gonna explode? Okay, yeah, that's totally not the front. I think everything is in order. So this is how they're gonna be placed. Dude, I made this schematic so large. Holy cow. So now all that's left is to build it. This is gonna go well. Let's build this one pillar at a time, one layer at a time. So if we do render layers, set here, boom. Now all that's loaded is the singular layer of this one. We are gonna do this. Lightmatica, which I'm using for the schematics, has an easy place function to place blocks faster, which I will of course be using because I think I'd be crazy not to. My word, these are tall towers. Look at the city we built before. That's build height limit, so we're pretty close to it. That took forever to build, and we have so many more. We have some stuff to take care of here. We've run out of andesite. No. We've run out of diorite, and we're low on andesite, and we still have a few mountains left to build. I'm out of TNT, pretty much. Oh, look, there's some diorite here, actually. I'm pretty much out of TNT, so I'm gonna have to mine this stuff manually. But I think it'd go a lot faster if I had a beacon. We are gonna go to the nether, and we're gonna go see if we can get 3 wither skulls, spawn a wither, kill it, and then make a beacon. Why are there so many of you guys? What? And nobody dropped a wither skull. That's crazy. It took a little while, but we got one. Just 2 more. I'm not even joking you. The very next wither skeleton we killed dropped a second one. What the? Did you see that guy just go all the way up that lava fall? That was insane. Oh my goodness. It does happen. We finally got a third wither skull. Let's go. Let's get out of here. Let's get out. I don't know which way is out, but we're going. Man, I have messed around with the wither way too much. Him and I have beef. So instead of actually fighting him normally, we are going to spawn him in bedrock and let him suffocate, because I just do not want to deal with that man right now. Okay, well, never mind. I guess we're fighting him. We have to make sure that we kill him over land, and also that he doesn't break the XP farm if we can. Yeah, okay, he's already withered me. Okay, his wither effect is insane. Holy cow. Okay, I think I'm gonna set up a little tunnel system underground actually to try to fight him that way. If we can lure him down here and fight him underground over here, that would be ideal. Okay, we got his attention. We got his attention. Follow me down here. Might be able to like get him like this. He's kind of like... Oh, he withered me. I want to keep up the pressure though, so let's just eat a golden apple. Oh my goodness, you big turd. He's so close to switching to his melee mode. There he is. Here we go. Now we can just kill him like this. Now we got him. Now we got him. Okay, we got him, and here is our nether star. Let's see how much we're gonna make it out of iron, because we have just a ton of iron. Okay, that should already be more than enough. We have enough for our beacon. Now we can go mining. Yay! We have the beacon in place. If we set it to haste 2 and power it, we should be able to mine pretty fast. Although the drawbacks of a beacon is you have to stay in range of it. Also, it has to be able to see the sky, so we had to choose this spot very specifically. But let's see here. If we wanted to mine all this diorite, is that really haste 2? Feels like it should be faster. We set up the beacon again. I went all the way back and got efficiency 5 on both my pickaxes because they were at efficiency 4, just in hopes that I'll be able to insta-mine basically all this stuff now. Let's see. Yes, this is much more like it. It's crazy how much the difference is from efficiency 4 to efficiency 5. Look how fast this is. It's like you're mining netherrack in the nether. Alright, we are right back on building schedule. Added bonus to the beacon is we can use it for speed, so we can build the mountains even faster. Alright guys, we finished the last mountain. All the mountains still need a little bit more detail, so we'll work on that. And a lot of patchwork, there's a lot of holes. Probably because I missed a lot of spots, and also because Endermen have probably been stealing blocks here and there. But the hardest part is done. The main project, the structure of the mountains is built. Now we just have to decorate them a little bit, and hopefully they'll look pretty good. All right, so I went to the jungle and I got some vines here. I'm gonna put the vines on the side of this dirt wall so they can be growing, so we can get more vines. Because I think some vines, I don't want to overdo it, but some vines on the sides of these mountains could look cool. Man, there are so many little gaps on the sides of these mountains. It's way easier to tell where the holes are from the inside of these things, because it just shows a lot of light. Like here you can see there's one. We're just going to go ahead and throw some vines on some of these mountains, just to add a little bit of spice to them here and there. I don't want to do too much. But just here and there, we'll add some vines. We have a few more things to do. Alright, we need some bone meal. So let's take all the bones out of here. So if we take this bone meal, and we bone meal the moss blocks, and the grass, we can just start growing a bunch of stuff up on top of these mountains. That way they don't look so barren. And if I think we can bone meal these. Yeah, we can bone meal the bushes. Turn them into trees. Okay, I think that looks good. Alright, let's just go do that to all of them now. If you notice in my reference picture, there's a lot of trees around the very bottoms of the mountains, the base. So I think what I'm gonna try to do is plant some trees around the bottom. Bet you didn't see that coming. That's a lot of trees. I ran out of saplings before I could really fill out this whole area, but I don't think this area is that important. Alrighty, well, I think we're done. This took about 700 Minecraft days to do in this world, not including the design process and stuff, and most of it was just getting the materials, but this looks pretty sweet. Let's see how it looks with some shaders. Alright, it is about holy cow. I think it's about time we started our next project. So we have our categories from the storage facility here, except for the middle one, which I had you guys vote on, or at least comment on in the comments. And the one that I saw most was for a raid farm. So we'll have totems and redstone and stuff like that. I thought that was a pretty good idea. So we are going to go ahead and make a raid farm and filter that into this last segment of the storage facility. So the thing about raid farms, or at least the one that I'm building, is it has to be built out like in an ocean where the raids aren't going to be spawning on land. You want them to spawn in the spot where they're supposed to spawn. So we are going to go to about right here. We can't really see anywhere else where they would spawn from here, so this is where we're gonna build our raid farm. We're gonna need some more villagers. Did I put all of them up in the where'd all the villagers go? Do I have none left down here? We should go get some more. Hello, I need you two to get in this boat right here if you don't mind. Let's go ahead and bring this guy over to the raid farm, which is going to be his nice home for the foreseeable future. I hope you like it. This platform is now yours. I don't know how to tell this to you, but your work environment's not going to be the greatest. Don't worry, it'll come with benefits, health and dental. You'll get some of those. Okay, so first off, before we do anything else, let's see if this thing even works. We need an ominous bottle. I'm sure I got one of those lying around. I do. So if we go over here, we turn down our render distance, and we drink this ominous bottle. Is this gonna work? The villager's still in here, right? Oh yeah, hello. Well, this is interesting. This is not being qualified as a village for some reason. So if I give this guy a bed, then he links to the bed and the raid starts. Okay, sweet. Raid is starting. We need to cover all of this up with buttons so nothing spawns here. Go ahead and get rid of all of that. And now when the raid starts, all these chumps get funneled right to me, and then we receive the loot in the form of emeralds and redstone, totems, all the good stuff. And the Ravager up there is getting burned by the lava, so that takes care of him. Now that I'm thinking about it, another perk is now that we have Hero of the Village, we have Hero of the Village 3, because we just defended the raid. When we come over here to buy food, everything is discounted. It's only 2 emeralds for 3 golden carrots now. And this guy was already 1, so it's hard to beat that price. But look at the discounts. Excellent choice with the raid farm, although we're not quite done yet. You see, to make raid farms work, you need ominous bottles, and we need a lot of them if we want to use the raid farm continuously. So that means we're gonna have to make a farm for ominous bottles. Now we need to gather the materials for the raid farm. Unfortunately, we ran out of wood, but fortunately we have a wood farm here. Now we have the materials we need to build this thing. Now we need to find a pillager outpost. Can't remember if I found one on this world or not yet. So I'm just gonna kind of fly around until I find another one, hopefully close by. We'll see. I suppose it doesn't have to be close by, but it'd be super nice if it was. Oh my goodness, we finally found one. That took absolutely forever. We're still a good 2,500 blocks away from our base, so hopefully we won't have to come out here too much. I think this is one that I've been to before, actually. We are going to start building our raid farm here. Oh, okay, I got a lot of these guys mad at me. The problem with building raid farms is there are a bunch of people trying to stop you from building a raid farm the whole time you're doing it. Complicates things slightly. Time to thin the herd. Time to thin the herd. Holy cow, there's a lot of you. I would highly recommend not doing this without armor if you are ever planning on doing this. Do you mind giving me a second? Appreciate it. Okay, you guys seriously gotta stop dropping down in here with me. Okay, we are pretty much done here, it looks like. Let's just get this iron golem going. Let's make this AFK spot extra safe. Oh wow, look at all these guys getting filtered into that system right there. We should be getting loot down in here. Okay, this might be the worst looking AFK platform. Oh my goodness, I didn't realize it looked so bad. Okay, that's a little bit better. We are gonna, this is such a weird angle. We're gonna AFK here for a bit to hopefully get lots of ominous bottles and never have to come back because we are super far from base. Pretty far from base. Look at all these guys running around, they're like ants. Iron Golem's still alive, that's good. Alright, what are we looking at? Okay, a pretty good amount of ominous bottles. Now the semi-difficult part of this. It'll be way easier than building that raid farm probably. But we just need to hook up, the ominous bottle farm. Now we need to hook up the raid farm to the storage system here, as we have been doing. So would it be a good idea to start off by doing this? I don't know, but let's just dig down a bit. Oh look. We found a cave. Hopefully we don't need to dig down deeper than this far. Do I have sponges? I can't remember. I feel like I should have sponges. It's been so long. Did I loot that ocean monument? I think I did. Where are my sponges at? Ah, here we go. Here are the sponges. So right now we have all this loot falling into a chest. If we instead took that hopper out, opened a space there, would the loot fall down here? So if we brought this all the way down to sea level, we took some sponges, okay, would the loot fall down to here? That is the question that I want answers to. Okay, what if we replace this with carpet? Right, you can't do that. Not sure why I was thinking you could. Alright, that should be fine. The hoppers will feed into a double chest. They don't even need to do that, actually. We hook that up to a dropper like that. If we hook this thing up to some redstone, it should drop out whatever items it has in there, which it is doing. Okay, enough of that. Now here is where we make our waterway. We just gotta hope we don't run into another waterway for one of our other farms, like the wood farm or the iron farm. Oh my goodness, we're in the deep slate levels. That's how low we are. We're all the way down to Y7. We found a cave. Look at that. Okay, I need more blocks of something. Some type of block. I guess deep slate could work. So we need to bring the water all the way along this thing. Oh my goodness, guys, there's a trial chamber right below us. That's kind of awesome. I'm gonna take note of these coordinates. Keep running out of blocks. I'm having to use like this chiseled tough and copper blocks here. -17, 145. This is where we need to dig up. Okay, then there's where we made the other part to our... Here's where we connect it. Now we come over to this guy. Oh my goodness. Here we go. Okay. And we place water here. Close this gap. So now if we put things in here, it should shoot out the kelp this way. All right, let's follow this water pathway all the way down, and we hit the turn. Nicely done, nicely done. We have signs going up this side, and we let this water flow to here. Hopefully the top is nearby because I'm about to drown. Okay, now we swim all the way back down, break that. And we have our water elevator. To double check some things, let's throw some ladders, make sure some items get stuck on this block. Someone suggested if you put ice there. I think that's a good suggestion actually. So perfect. Okay, so is this technically packed ice? It is. It's important that it's packed ice because packed ice won't melt. Perfect. Okay, I think we're good to go. What? How did you get up? How did you get up here? Where are you going? Oh my goodness. Okay, let's actually pay attention. I don't have my headphones on, by the way, just so you guys know. So, hey, let's go. We have some items popping up. Everything seems to be working. You see, what I would like to do is these mountains are pretty sick. I love the way these mountains came out. I would like to go find some pandas and maybe a few other animals and bring them up to the tops of these mountains. I just think that'd be so cool if there were a bunch of animals like hanging out on these things. So we are on our way to get some pandas. And I think this is the direction of a jungle. I'm pretty sure. If it's not this direction, it is a direction that is close to this direction. Heyo, here we go. Here's a jungle. Here is a jungle. All right, now we just need to find some pandas. Also, we're gonna need bamboo for the pandas to eat. Well, there's some parrots. You know, we should tame some parrots too. It's just seeds, right? Hello. All right, now wherever I go, he teleports to me, roughly. Lots of parrots. Hello. Hello. Where are the pandas at? I'm gonna clear out a little area of the forest so there's more room for them to spawn, like not on trees and stuff, because they won't spawn on trees. All right, so it's a little more cleared out. None have spawned yet, but that's, I mean, it's fair because most of it's on fire. We are actually just going to look for another jungle because that seems like it would be more fun than just standing around waiting. I did not think pandas were going to be this difficult to find, but this is a huge bamboo jungle. I think we're going to find a panda here. Maybe even dose. Oh my goodness, there's pandas. We found pandas. My man, how are you doing? I don't have name tags. But I don't think they despawn if they're in a boat. Let's go! That took so long to do. Base is this way. Okay, and it is about 5,000 blocks that way, so we have a ways to go. Hello. Pick up some bamboo, yeah, if you want. Bro's head is fully sideways. Oh my goodness, there's another pillager outpost there. And this one I'm pretty sure is way closer than the other one. Alright, honestly, I feel like it's easier to just carry these guys in the air over this mountain than trying to bring them up on the ground. Which is kind of hilarious. Oh no! No! Oh my goodness, this guy got stuck in a tree! We were so close. We are back at base with one panda. We were extremely close to getting the other panda back, but then the dreaded birch tree, or maybe it was oak, I don't remember. The dreaded tree got him. It's unfortunate, but all good because we're gonna go back and find another one. There's another panda here. I don't even think this is the same bamboo forest. That actually took forever, but we have our second panda. If I pull up and that first panda is gone, I am gonna lose it. He's gonna be there because he's in a boat, and that's what boats do. That's what they're for. Despawning. That's why they were made. There he is. There he is. Okay, move over. Okay, we'll pull you this way first. Here you guys go. We're gonna name one Bean, and we're gonna name the other one Burrito. So here's how this is going to go. You will be Bean, you will be Burrito. I can now let you guys out. Oh my goodness, my bad. I didn't mean to hit you. Well, you gotta understand, two of you in one boat, the hitbox is almost impossible. Oh my goodness, you guys are so chunky. Okay, we'll make ladders, and with the ladders, we'll take the pandas up to the top. Now that I'm looking up at the mountain, it seems a little more sketchy. Okay, so let's say we started here, we go up here, and we go up here, excuse me, and we'll go up here, and then we'll just climb up the side of the mountain like this, with the pandas in a lead on a boat hanging beneath us. It's like super intense rock climbing. Okay, and then we just climb up here, and boom, then we get the pandas up. Easy. Can I hit this water bucket clutch? I can! I did not expect to hit that. Okay, what are you doing? What do you think? What in the world? Where did it go? It's gone. We mined the tops of a lot of trees. We have 64 and 44, which is 108 saplings. And we are headed back to base. Some of you suggested that down here by the mountains I should have used jungle trees, and I think you're right. A lot of jungle trees would have been sick. I'm not going to replace all the trees with jungle trees, but I'm going to put a bunch of jungle trees in here mixed with everything else. And I think it'll still look pretty good. Hello. Hello, little guy. I'm assuming he'll grow up faster if I feed him all this bamboo. Holy cow, he's a hungry little guy. Did you guys see that baby panda just doing flips? That was crazy. You know what I'm thinking? It might actually be easier if we take some of the pandas up to the tops of the mountains that are close to each other and just breed them up there and then move them over. Oh, look, he's an angry panda. It's kind of funny. If I start going up the ladder, is he following? Okay, I think he was. I don't know, it was super hard to tell. How about I just look down? That might be the way to do it. Okay. Nice, nice. This is a crazy sight. Oh, no. Okay, but it was just because of these. Oh my goodness. Okay, so if we keep him to the right side, he shouldn't suffocate, right? Correct. Stick to the right side. Panda ladder parkour. That's what you get on this channel. The flow locked channel. We are locked in flow state, bringing pandas up the side of mountains. Look how high up we are. Look at that. This is insane. No, he's stuck. He's stuck. Somehow his orientation has shifted. No. Not. Oh my goodness. No. Okay, don't go back. We'll just go up straight from here. I expect them to suffocate sometimes and they don't, and then sometimes I do expect them to suffocate and they don't. What did I just say? We made it up. How was that? Let me get this boat off you. I was afraid I was gonna accidentally kill him because he's so weak from suffocating all that. Okay, you stay up here. I'm gonna bring another panda up here, all right? I could take the babies up, actually. That might be easier. They probably have a lot less health, but also a lot less surface area to suffocate in a wall. Oh no, it broke. No. Good news is he's all right. Bad news is we got to start all over from the bottom. Oh my goodness, I think we did it. I think we did it. Okay, good job, little. Oh shoot, that was almost really bad. Let's not use the shovel to break the boat. Let's use our hand. Good job, little guy. Here is some bamboo. I'm gonna go get some more bamboo. Do not, yo, do not do front flips that close to the edge. Dude, I didn't, okay. Is he still up here? I jumped off to hurry and go get more bamboo. Is he still up here on a ledge somewhere? Please tell me he's still up here on a ledge. I don't see him. Man, that was such a bad time for me to try to like look away. Oh my god, are you kidding me? That's what happened. All that work to get the guy up there, and then he just front flips off the edge. I think we got him. As long as the other guy up here has refrained from doing any front flips off the edge, we should have two pandas up here. We do. Okay. You know what? Let me just drag you a little bit more into the center, just so I feel a little bit more comfortable about the whole situation we got going on here. Okay, so I posted a short about me bringing the pandas up to the mountain, and some of you suggested that instead of using ladders up the sides of the mountain, I should use a happy ghast, which is a really good idea. I think. I don't know. I've never used happy ghast before. I don't really know too much about them, but I am definitely willing to give it a shot. By the way, huge fan of how the jungle trees look. So first thing we're going to do is we're going to craft a happy ghast harness. We need wool, glass, and leather. Okay. White harness. Okay, the other thing we're gonna want is snowballs, because if you feed ghasts snowballs, if you feed happy ghast snowballs, at least according to the internet, they grow up faster. I really cannot carry that many snowballs because my inventory is so full. All right, if I'm not mistaken, all we need to do is put the dried ghast here and waterlog him. Hey, stay hydrated. Might as well name tag him just in case we need to. I don't really know the rules on happy ghast despawning. We shall name you Hot Air Balloon, or Hab for short. Okay, here we go. Hillbilly, or whatever we name this guy, is up Hab. Okay, we got him stuck to the post here. So now, hello. Oh, you want some snowballs, huh? I got some snowballs for you. I'll give you some snowballs. So now we just have to wait for him to grow up a little more. Whoa, you're not fully grown, are you? We put his harness on. Let's go. What happens if I take this guy off the lead? Will he just fly away? Kind of. Yeah, actually, that's like pretty much exactly what he's doing. Come back. Come back, Hab. Okay, we got him. Okay, Hab, stay here for a second. We are going to... Hey, stay here. Son of a gun. Now I have a lead to you and a lead to you. And not anymore to you. Okay. Okay. Hey, there we go. Now the pandas are flying with us. This is definitely easier than the ladder climb. Appreciate you guys for the advice. This seems like a good spot. Should we take him up to the top ledge, or we'll keep him here at the lower ledge? We'll keep him here at the lower ledge. Okay, well, there goes the happy ghast. Here's some bamboo for now. Alright, Hab. Let's go get some more pandas. That is so much faster if you fly with the lead and just kind of guide this guy, and instead of having him fly all the way back while you're on the saddle. There goes another one. It's like, it's cool having pandas up on these mountains, but I've also never seen so many pandas die. You know, if they would just stay away from the edges, they'd be fine. So using the methods of the happy gas, you can see we have pandas, I think, on every big mountain here, and sometimes on both peaks of the mountains. I'm just flying around doing a double check right now. Yeah, looks to be the case. It actually took quite a while, but we finally got pandas on every single mountain. As you can see, I have collected a lot more happy gas, and I'm just gonna kind of put them all throughout the mountains up there, so they'll just be flying around. I think it'll be a cool sight because they generally stay in the same area you leave them. So I don't think they'll leave the whole mountain range, and it should look pretty swell. If you look around, now these mountains are having much more life than they did before. If we just fly around, I mean, we got pandas everywhere, we got happy gas flying all over the place. Hopefully we can get some ocelots, and I mean, more parrots would be nice. It's just bringing them over here kind of stinks. We have these two. Soup and duck. In my previous world, I took the time to build a giant mountain and then a giant coliseum on top of that mountain, and I thought that was really cool. I really liked how that came out. So I want to do that again here, except just slightly differently. We're gonna make a giant structure like that, but instead of like Roman Colosseum, we're gonna go with like a modern stadium, or maybe even like a futuristic stadium. That could be really cool, and we're not gonna build it on top of a mountain. We're just gonna build it on the ground here. That means a couple of things. First off, we need to flatten the ground. Luckily, it's already pretty flat. I won't make you guys wait. Here is the transition. Okay. Here we are. We have flattened out this land. Took a little bit. I'm hoping it's gonna be enough space. To build this gigantic stadium, we're gonna need lots of blocks. Not a big surprise. We have ways to get lots of deep slate. It takes a while, but it works. So we're gonna make this thing out of deep slate, and then I want blackstone to be the other block. Main block. I mean, there'll be more. The main components, deep slate and blackstone. And between those, you can get a lot of variations and stuff. And then, of course, we'll use sea lanterns and glowstone and such. We have, like I mentioned, we already have a way to get lots of deep slate. Now we need a way to get lots of blackstone. Let me tell you, mining bastions ain't gonna do it. We're gonna use piglin trading. We need to make a gold farm and a piglin trading farm. I'm sure many of you have seen this before. We're gonna glitch onto the nether roof using ender pearls, and then we're gonna try to break the bedrock so we can get back down. Okay, we flipped the lever. Please work, please work, please work. I think it worked. Let's see. Do we have a broken piece of bedrock? We do. Let's go. So right now we want piglins to spawn up on top of the nether roof, but they can't spawn on bedrock blocks. So we're above a crimson forest biome on the nether roof, and we're placing down netherrack, which is a spawnable block for them. Once they spawn up here, then we can name tag them, and we'll have a bunch up here, which is exactly what we want. We're gonna take all of this wood here, and we're gonna craft a bunch of boats and slabs. Not on purpose. I mean, the boats on purpose, but not crafting the slabs on purpose. We're gonna put the boats all over this thing so that the mobs will get in the boats instead of leaving. To allow mobs to spawn, you want to be at least 24 blocks away and closer than 128 blocks. So that's why when I go up on this tower up here, we get some more mobs spawning because we're within that range. And below the nether roof, you know, ideally we get to more than 128 blocks away, so then we don't even have to worry about mobs spawning down there. They'll all spawn up here. As the piglins spawn, we can just kind of run near them and then they'll chase us. And then if we just run over the boats, then they should get in the boats most of the time. The hoglins don't seem to be doing that, but that's fine because we don't actually need to keep the hoglins. We can just kill them. Once we get enough piglins name tagged, I'm going to funnel them all into a 1x1 hole, which will be attached to the gold farm. So then the gold will go into that 1x1 hole, and then they'll trade us all the materials we need. So if I release these guys and get them to chase me up here, I'll put a trapdoor there. Then they should fall into this hole, I think. Let's give it a shot. Okay. He's chasing me. And I fell. That is my mistake. Oh my goodness, this guy's gonna like kill me. Okay, we come up here. We make the jump. Dude, the Hoglin literally pushed this guy up. He pushed him off and then just killed him. Oh my goodness, he just jumped the hole. Okay, let's readjust this. So I can still get over this if I jump it, but I don't think they will realize that they cannot. He is following me. I jump it. He almost walks across it. If I go back to this side, will he fall into it? Nope. Okay, that 1x1 hole really isn't doing a whole lot. I think this will all be fixed if I place it on this side. I think that'll fix it. Follow me up here. One. And two. Perfect. We'll release you guys, we'll release you guys, and you, and you, and you. You got you guys, and you. Okay. We have a good crowd following us right now. And they're all just falling off because they're dumb. Guys, let's be smart about this, one at a time. Oh shit. Okay. Oh. What do we do here? I assume immediately we have to eat our enchanted golden apple. I was afraid this might happen. Okay, we ate our enchanted golden apple. Not hanging on to a whole lot of health here. Oh, wait. The enchanted golden apple gives us fire resistance, so if I place my lava bucket... then I die. Crap, dude. Oh my goodness. Okay, it is currently day 2061. Here's what I'm gonna do. I don't really feel like starting another hardcore world right now, and I think we made some good progress on this one. So I'm just gonna turn this into a normal survival world, which will be the start of the next video. We will continue on from this point. Goodness, I won't lie. I thought when I was doing that, I was like, there's a possibility I fall in there and die. But I also thought that I would be able to pearl out if that did happen. And I was pretty confident in my lava idea. Either way, shucks.